All right, we're on the grid, and we're ready to go. Okay. I talked a lot, but it was what do you call it? My headset was off, mic was off, so nothing happened. Please don't kill me.
Right side.
What I was talking about was people killing me.
Still there.
Oh, what's this guy doing? Come on.
Where? Right.
Because the cars near me had 16x during qualifying. I think I'm going to have to figure out how to cut that out of the video. The first part, I was talking for like a minute. But the 3 cars near me had 16 incidents in qualifying. They couldn't do laps. They couldn't do clean laps. So I thought for sure I was a goner. But we did survive through that first bit. So you gotta be happy about that. I mean, there was a close call. Somebody was on my right. I think it was John Frum. He never qualifies, which he's much faster than me. I wish he would qualify so he can get away from it. But he's always near me and always messing me up because he's faster. I can't get rid of him. Okay, so the guys behind me seem to be not too shabby. I think Warren Henry there started from the pits.
1:41.
I can't guarantee it, but I think he started from the pits. Or else something happened for me so far back. Yeah, it's just so hard to see when people are on your side. I couldn't see them. My spotter wasn't giving me enough information. Oh boy, there you go. Yikes. Okay, looks like he kept it all together. I was ready to hit the wall or come flying back or something would happen, but not too shabby. Yeah, you're always worried when somebody goes off track they're gonna spring back on track suddenly and mix things up with you. Either intentionally or not, because you bounce off the wall, you really bounce. Oof. All right, who do we got here? Francisco Javier Lopez, John Trumpet, and Ben Summers up the road. All right, we're losing track of Ben.
30.3.
That yellow car scared me there. Except at the last second he was turning left. Just right. Yeah, I can't get rid of the guys behind. They seem to disappear during the lap, but then in the middle of the lap, or at the end of the lap, they come back and catch up. So you got 3 guys behind us pretty close. So we're in the thick of things here. Oh, a little too tight there's here. Don't want that much curbage. Yeah, I'm really worried about those cars behind. Like I said, there's a lot of safety issues during qualifying. But I think I said it last week that, but or maybe it was the week before, you're giving it all. So of course you're more likely to make incidents in qualifying because you're trying to cut as many corners as you can and go as fast as you possibly can. So there's more likelihood for making off tracks and the like. Yeah, these guys behind, I just cannot shake them.
1:30.3.
Usually peeled the trenches out a bit. It does appear that ahead of John Frum, field is getting away a little bit. Oh no! Giant stutter. I had some problem right before the session, and I hope that's the last stutter we have, because I had problems right before the session. Getting into the session, I had to restart everything. It left me a little flustered. May have led me to not turn on my microphone. Ernesto behind is going to make a move for it. Oh, no, Spear, no, Spear, no. Oh, accident behind. That may have been my fault, I hope not. I think Ernesto followed my line, and that led to trouble. Yeah, several cars back there.
1 minute 30.9.
Oh, where's Mike? Is that 3 cars down? Warren Henry's still coming, but I think 3 other cars got. Yeah, 3 other cars were involved in that, I think. Whoops. We'll have to take a look back at that. I mean, technically it wasn't me, I just went wide and long. One other thing about races is how you react to the other drivers. So we got 10 cars remaining. Oh, no. Here comes Warren Henry. We'll let him go. Well, that's the end of that. Bang it. Well, and let me assure you, if any of you want to tell me I should have qualified, I'd be in this exact same spot or even worse. Because it was my own mistake that put me in last place, so I would have made the same mistake. Regardless, there was no one around me to make it. Nothing would have changed. Like most of my races where I don't qualify, nothing would have changed. This is disappointing. Dang it. Nah, I like being in the mix with those guys, but
1 minute 37.2.
yeah.
Go next time, bye.
That's unfortunate. And with Juan me in the race, Costa in the race, I don't stand a chance of getting back on the lead lap. Well, I never did, so. Right before this race, I did a Camel GT. You go to camelgt.com. That's Kamel. Yeah, I was too fast last time. I was too fast and spun it. Because those guys were getting away from me, so I tried to go a little too fast, and that's what happens. But I did a Camel GT this week at VIR. So look for a VIR video. When do I put those up? Saturdays? I think those come out on Saturdays. The race we record is on Fridays, and then by the time it uploads, transcodes, YouTube does all they do, it's Saturday. I really like that series. VIR, I'm not very good at VIR. I've never really driven it too much.
1 minute 30.7.
But it's a heck of a lot of fun. I mean that Nissan GTP CXT, so much fun with the Audi. Oh my goodness. Great multi-class. Great multi. I have a good time almost every time. But boy, is it tiring. It really wears you out. Now, P11 is out there. So I gotta be careful. He's behind Costa, so he has been lapped. He's one lap down. But sometime during this race, I will also go one lap down. So if he's super fast, which I don't think he is, so unless I start making mistakes, I shouldn't have a problem. Oh, that was not very good. Unless I start making mistakes with and doing bad things, I won't get caught by P11. But looks like we're having trouble. But Warren's getting ahead of me. Francisco ahead of Warren and John from there, slowly getting ahead of me. They're like half a second faster than me per lap. Henry, I don't know. It feels like he's getting a little further away from me. It feels like, oh, Francisco is one of those with the part of the 16X group. He was able to set a time though, somehow. I mean, he must have got a ton of X's on his out lap and his first flying lap. Okay, so there you go. We are in business. I've got to figure out how to hold back a car that's faster than me for the next 17 laps. A car that's faster than me and not afraid to take dangerous chances. People are always telling me I should take more dangerous chances though, and they are probably right. I mean, it's a race, not a gift shop. Oh man, I keep going too sharp on that corner. And so it sends me out wide, so I gotta lift a little bit more, and it slows me down. So Francisco's already made up a second. Yeah, we're in trouble.
1 minute 31.6.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it. 31.6s. The car's not. I don't like the way it's handling in some of these corners. The temperature this week has really been fluctuating. We've been looking at the temperatures during different practice sessions, and it's really been changing quite a lot. And I'm wondering if it's changed a lot here. I don't have that information. I could have got it from the menu. Oh, Ernesto is gone, so it's just us 10 now. Ernesto must have gone off again. Oh, stutter. If I keep getting, yeah. I was worried, when I had to restart, I went into Task Manager and I was looking for things that I needed to look for to make sure I killed the unnecessary things. I'm not sure I got everything I was supposed to get. Could just get a computer, but those are a wee bit pricey. Well, Francisco closes again at 1 minute 30.4. Now that was a decent lap, 30.4. I mean, it's not good. Man, no, it's not. It's decent. I mean, Ben was qualifying in the very high 28s. Oh, yeah, no, I'm losing the rear end. I don't know what happened between practice and now, but I'm losing the rear end a lot. So Francisco is going to have no problem with me. I can't handle a car. I thought maybe I was just going too fast in that corner when I spun, but now I'm just wondering if it's something about the temperature or the pressure says It's changed. Oh, has changed from practice to make it much trickier for me to drive. Yeah, I'm butchering this. These stutters don't help. Yeah, see, so much better Spear. But Francisco knows he's got me. He's got 15 laps to
1:30.8.
make him a second. So he can either go for it or just wait for me to start sliding again in that corner. Oh! Actually, I think that's where Francisco lost it earlier. Oh, no! No! Oh!
On your right.
I assume you can see these stutters because I've had them before and people have told me they could see the stutters. You really don't want a stutter coming into a high-speed turn with braking. Oh my goodness! And I had him right behind me. You know, any other moment I'm out by myself. I get okay. Well, I'll just get on the brakes and we'll be okay. Actually, once in well, it used to be that my screen would go black at times. That happened in the IndyCar a few times. And I remember once at Homestead, it was going into turn 1, and all I heard was crunch. I smashed the wall, and I just all stepped forward, and that was the end of that. But once at Indianapolis, it happened in turn 4, and I was in the chute between 3 and 4, and I actually made it through turn 4. It went all dark, but I was still able to make the turn completely black. It was the only time it happened during that race, but Indianapolis is where I've turned the most laps in the IndyCar. In the car I've driven the most, and then circuit I've driven the most. So you know you can kind of say I know it like the back of my hands. I could do it blindfolded. It's really true. You know, on that occasion I was blindfolded and I did do it. But luckily nothing's going black anymore. But those centers are really, the blackness is like, you know, it's much longer than the stutters. So I'm glad that's not the case, but you know, it's just that I've got too many things running, and I don't think everything closed out properly because I had it hung up because I was doing stuff. Well, it's a long story. And that's one of the computer stories. I need more CPU. I think it's all CPU. I'm looking at the CPU. I got a lot of CPU usage. Although the graphics card is not so great either. So let's not blame it all on the CPU. It takes 2 to tango or something like that.
1:30.4.
No, not always. So if you're having computer issues, it could be one or the other. You can't always just blame it on one thing. Oh! Well, I'm surprised that wasn't an incident, but it's getting me further and further away from Francisco. I've been solidly in the 30s. And during practice, I was able to keep it mostly in the 29s, so I'm not that far off. This is kind of what you'd expect, being a little more careful than in practice, but I'm having moments where the car is not behaving, the computer is not behaving. I'm doing okay. But boy, that camel race, that was tiring. I do these 2 back to back. I can't record both because boy, my throat would be raw. It's hard to keep talking for however long this is, especially when you don't record the intro. No. I'm sure I can't afford a computer these days. Everything has gone up in price, a ridiculous amount.
1 minute 31 flat.
I mean, everybody knows the GPUs went up so high, but everything did. So I build my own stuff to save money, and I like it. It's interesting to build your own computer. But alright. Hold on. Alright, so we're at here. Which is reminiscent of Hungary from last week. Not quite so bad. You know, I was dicing earlier. I had a chance with Francisco, but the computer and car let me down. And now I can't. I'm a little tentative. It's been several laps since anything happened, but I'm a little tentative. We're about to get lapped. Good thing about that, though, I mean, there are some good things about being lapped, is that I'm not going to be the only one. It's so early in the race that I think there will be several other lap cars, so that if any lap car ahead of me had trouble on the last lap, I'll be able to, you know, strike, able to pounce on him. Oh. Well, I'll be able to hope for it. I can pounce on him. You know, if you're the only one on the last, if you're the only one a lap down, you get nothing on the lead lap, on the last lap, no matter what. P2 through 9 crash out, and if I was the only one a lap down, I'd still finish 10th. So it's not the worst thing in the world to be lapped. Prefer not to. I'm not saying I want to be lapped, but with Costa in here, it's a given that pretty much every week I'm getting lapped. Except in Monza. Go back and look at the Monza video. Woohoo! I lost IR and SR, which many people use to say we had a good race. But I really enjoyed that race. It was a lot of fun. And go back and watch it and see my racing with Costa. Spear can race. Not like everybody says. He can do things. Yeah, everybody's getting away.
1 minute 30.7.
Equally bad with everybody getting away. Everybody is spaced out. Everyone I can see, you know, 3 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Nobody's battling each other. We had kind of a small field, with 3 of them going out that early. It made it even smaller. These races usually have a lot more people in them. They've got smaller and smaller fields, it seems like. The problem with a lot of these series, they race on European times, which is not necessarily good for us Americans. Oh! That was oh man, here comes the leader too. That would not be a good thing to have the leader coming. Oh, come on, Spear.
1 minute 33.5.
check out our, I don't know what's been going on. Yeah, I should have checked out the, I don't know what to do. Oh, there's nothing I can do. Doesn't matter. Dang it. I'm really back. That last stutter was not good. It wasn't as bad as that high-speed corner one, because that one really freaked me out because I had a car behind me and it was going kind of high speed. At least there I was mostly braking. Dang it.
1 minute 31.6.
I'm getting slower. Now it's getting to be a lot like Hungary. We looked at my records, when was that, last week? I remember it was a couple days ago. Sometime. Maybe it was the weekend. And it turns out of all the cars I've raced a lot, the Lotus 79 is what I do the worst in. It turns out I do not do well in this car. Which kind of surprised me. Well, frankly, it doesn't surprise me when I don't do well in the car. I'm not the fastest driver out there. But what surprised me is how much I've not been doing well for so long. You know, you do poorly in one race, then you do average, then you do poorly, average, poorly. You know, it starts to add up that you're not doing very well. Some of these races have been really great. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy driving the car and some of the racing has been really great, but overall,
31 clap.
well, what happened? Maybe there's definitely more people in the series now. Not you know, necessarily these Wednesday races, but in the series overall, I think there's more people. Which means more good people taking the spots I used to be able to snag. You know, people have an accident where I get a good track I'm good at, I would be able to, you know, get up there and get a good result. But now these good results are less common. But my throat feels like it's bleeding. I've been talking so much. Yeah, I'm doing poorly. I'm not, yeah, I can feel that I'm not going as fast as I was. It's just because the car is untrustworthy. Looks like Francisco had another, he let Wanman go, but I think he had a moment letting Wanman go because he was lost like 7-8 seconds.
1 minute 30.5.
But, I've not been able, I haven't felt confident. Which is really weird because, you know, at Hungary, I don't get along with that track. You know, they all got tracks you don't get along with. But during practice here, I was feeling really good. The car was planted. I was like, oh, this setup feels good. I'm doing decent. I'm having nice times. I'm in the 29s. Almost all my laps are in the 29s. Like, okay, it's not real mean time, but I'll be able to fight with people, race with them. When it comes to race, it just, the car is not with me. Ugh. I gotta take that one a lot better. I've been doing that very poorly. Part of it, I think, has to do with talking. I really shouldn't talk so much. I really need to concentrate, but...
24. 5 to go.
It's hard to watch people that don't talk. Well, it's hard. I like when people talk. I'll watch it. Sometimes I'll watch it. But then my mind would start to daydream and wander off and stuff. So I'll like, what happened there? I'll be watching it, but I'll be thinking of something else, and you know, my eyes won't focus on the race now, so we can watch it. So I don't know. Well, we still got a chance of a freebie. Like I said, whoever costs the laps, we'll have a chance to get them on. We'll have a chance to get them on the last lap if something happens. But I mean, we don't really deserve them. I don't know. I can go back and forth. You know, you're like, well, I didn't beat them racing, but I beat them on the freebie because they crashed out. So you go back and forth. Yeah, I'm not faster than them, so I shouldn't have beat them. But you know, to finish, you gotta finish. If you crash out, that's on you. But I don't expect anyone to crash out here. There's plenty of runoff. I mean, we saw people over there on the left a couple times. I had an incident down here. So there's plenty of runoff where people aren't going to get into trouble. The only thing that happened with that first lap was that they were all together, so they got big old wreck together. I've got 3 incident points, 1 from an off track in this next corner, and 2 from that spin. And that was my off track. Oh my god. Please. Why am I saying please? And I'm wondering if OBS has something to do with stutters. Well, anything that uses CPU is gonna mess with me. 13.8. I'm just getting using too much. We are in 10th. We got Mike in 12th. Ben's still in 6th. I can't see Ben. I think Ben is still in 6th. He was pretty close to Frum in 7th, but I haven't seen Frum overtake him. Oh man, the Stutters were fine for a few laps, then they coming back for the vengeance. I was thinking about letting Luca go by, but
1:30.5.
he's got no one behind him for quite a ways. Luca's a very fast driver. I have beaten him in the past, but only because he's had accidents.
Right side. Clear.
Francisco had another moment. I'm not exactly sure where, but his time came down towards us again, but got it. I mean, Francisco tried to have some moments to give us a chance, but I just didn't have the speed. And consistency. Consistently slow. That's unfortunate. We're going to look back on that. Well, I think it was lap 3. For those guys, I think that's the only thing that really happened behind me. Those guys crashed. I mean, no matter what you say, it wasn't my fault. Yeah, I may have directly contributed to it, but
Good job, everybody. Way to work your ass off, Earl. Good job up there.
well, thank you.
Good job, up man.
Thank you, spotters, but, well, this one didn't go how I wanted it. P10. I've been P6. Yeah, see, nothing really changed. I don't know if that's a feature of Perez, but nothing really changed. It was Ben from and Edward for since like lap 5 or something ridiculous like that. So there was nothing going on. Race is over. Everybody's crossed the line now. Oh, well, 10 out of 13 is not very good. Like it's pit lane over here. It's very, and don't cross the lines on the pit entry there. They are very strict. Very strict. This is Byron. Byron crashed out in lap 1. His car looks fine. What's wrong, Brian? What? His car looks fine. Here. I'm looking at his car right here. Maybe it didn't crash out. Yeah, we're going. Alright. What a fun track. Quite slow track. I thought it was a slow track. It was slow today. Slower than normal. I thought I must know. What's it? The 137? No, that's when I spun. Okay. No, they're still behind me. Okay. So they're still behind me. So it must have been at the end of lap 3, and I should have just gone to lap 4, but I didn't. Okay, so let's drop back a couple cars. Okay, this is Byron. And let's go to Chopper. Okay, so Francisco yellow, Spear red, Ernesto blue, Mike gold, and Byron. Oh, the jump player special. We used to have this time slot on Thursday and Friday. This Chopper is not really working out very well. Okay, there's Ernesto following me. What happened was with Ernesto and... Yeah, so Ernesto gets really close to me. Alright. Really close. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the heat. I go wide. Ernesto goes wide. What happened? Is it that next lap? Son of a gun. Next lap. There we go. There. Oh, yeah, I see it already. It's not, well, it is partially Spear. Watch, Spear is right ahead of Ernesto. Spear hits the grass there a little bit and gets kicked out wide. Ernesto does the same. Mike does the same. They're all going wide. Ernesto is going too wide. I'm getting off track. I got a 1X there. Ernesto goes into the sand. Mike is full bore because everybody's full bore through that part. So Ernesto into the sand. Boy, this is not the best camera view for it, is it? Oops. Yeah, so Mike, everybody's going as fast as they can. That's what you just punch it and go. But Ernesto is in the grass, so he's slowing down dramatically. And Mike is like, oh no, he's slowing down too much. Well, not too much. I mean, he's slowing down an appropriate amount because he was in the gravel. So, I mean, it's just a fortunate racing incident here. But Mike comes up, going full bore, and there's Ernesto going, you know, and it's trying to go as fast as he can. And Mike just, oh, Mike. Mike hits him. Yeah, Mike's out of control there. Ernesto is now loses it. And up comes Byron. Got the two in front of him. Which way are you going to go? Left? Bad? Right? Bad? Left? Brake! Brake! Brake, Byron! Brake! Brake, Byron! Brake! He didn't brake! Donk. And poor Ernesto. Ernesto saves it. And then gets murdered. Okay, he's flying off. Ernesto was able to go in there, let Byron's going to go to the wall, isn't he? Well, Byron hit his left front there, so he's gone. Let's ride with Ernesto. Poor Ernesto. Well, you did run off. You did run wide there, which was, I thought, kind of my fault. But he's chasing me, so not really. That's all on Ernesto. But that was on Mike. But then he saves it. He does 360. He saves it. Boom, and he gets punted, and his left rear is yeah. And he's giving it a go. Oh, you can't enter pit there that way, mate. That's going to be a penalty. They're very strict. I'm telling you, they're very strict on the penalties. So he got repaired. Was he able to go out again? Yeah, so he tried to go out again, but as I've said a lot, they don't really repair the car that much. Yeah. This car doesn't really repair very well. Yeah, see, so. He's trying the last corner again. It's really sharp. Liz and he's like, forget it. Well, that's what happens. So that was fun. I had a good time. Well, it was a fun replay. These guys did not have a good time, but it was fun to watch. But that was Jerez. Join me again next time. Next week is Magny Cours. We've done Magny Cours before in the Camel when we were in the Nissan. So we'll see how it goes next time in the Lotus 79. Thanks for watching. And check out these other videos and hit that sub button if you're still here. I'll see you again.